Hello everybody, it's that time again. It is time for Pick a Stack Wednesday, the best day of the week. We're starting off with a little golden singing bell here. Charging up the crystals, the cards, me and you. And today our background is a lot different than it usually is. Today we have food in our background. And why, you may ask? Well, first I want to point out it's all like natural food. Twice in the last week I have seen products in packaging that says that it has bioengineered ingredients. And I went and looked that up. What does that mean? And it's basically GMO. And I didn't like that because one of these products was something that I considered as a treat, and I thought it had good ingredients, and apparently now they're saying no, there's bioengineered ingredients in there. So I just want to use this platform here to help everybody make good decisions. Buy local from your farmers markets if you can. Support the local farmers. Support your community, but get food that's as natural as possible. So anything that comes in a package, obviously it's been shipped, it's been manufactured, it's been processed, etc., etc. Get natural as much as possible. Now, having said that, I just want to add too that if you have crystals with your food, it does make a huge difference. For example, we want to take out all the yucky ingredients or the yucky qualities. So you might want to have black tourmaline or selenite with your food. You might want to charge up your food and have a food grid in your kitchen. And then just place your bag of food in that food grid, do a prayer over it to remove all the ingredients that are not for your highest and greatest good, that are not for your body's highest and greatest good, and to replace everything that's removed with unconditional love. It literally takes a minute, you guys, and your food will taste better and it will be healthier for you. So this is from my kitchen, obviously, and this natural food is being charged up by these crystals and this singing bell. That's another thing you can use is tuning forks, frequency music, singing bowls, things like that to charge up your food. But just like we charge up our crystals, we should also be charging up our food. Remove all the ingredients that are not for your highest and greatest good and replace everything that's removed with unconditional love. Because frankly, I'd much rather eat unconditional love than bioengineered ingredients. Okay, that's me on my soapbox. I just had to get that out because I think it's very important. This is what sustains us, right? Our food. If we're taking the time to charge our crystals, we should be taking the time to charge our food. All right, if you're new to Pick a Stack, I don't usually get on my soapbox quite like that right off the bat. But what we do here is we've got 3 stacks. This is stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. Each stack includes 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal. Each stack is hidden under a box to encourage you to use your intuition. Your mission is to think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world, and then choose a stack, or 2 stacks, or 3 stacks. Okay, there's no rules here. You make up the rules. So whatever you want to do, that's what you can do. All right, let's get started. We're going to jump right in. If you chose stack number 1. Stack number 1. Oh, I just have to say this. So I just checked the time on the video and I stopped talking about all the intro stuff at 4 minutes and 44 seconds. 4:44, angels and archangels who work with the light are watching over us. Just got to say that. If you chose stack number 1, your stone is selenite. Selenite. My guides chose selenite as an affirmation that, you know what? You can put selenite with your food. Put it with your food. It removes low frequency energies. So put it with your food. Have a chunk of selenite in your kitchen. Selenite is named after Selene, the moon goddess. Ask the moon goddess to help remove all the low frequency energies from your food with this. It's known for its ability to rapidly shift blocked energy, clear away negative energy, and lessen or remove emotional turmoil and confusion. Now, I just have to point out, everything's going to be food oriented today, but I just have to point out that let's say the person that, I'm assuming it was a person that picked the apples. Maybe it's the person that was driving the vehicle that picks the apples. Maybe they were really frustrated that day. Maybe they broke up with their loved one. Maybe someone passed away and they still had to work. That energy is in the food, okay? It's not like it just goes off into outer space somewhere. The energy stays with whatever that person's been working on or with. So, if your mechanic is having a bad day emotionally and he's changing your oil, or she's changing your oil, that energy can go into your vehicle. If you're having a bad day and you go home and you make dinner, that energy can go into the food, and now you're feeding that energy to your family. So I want you to think about how powerful our emotions are, because that's what today's theme is. How powerful our emotions are, and how we can turn anything around. We can take, this low frequency apple and turn it into something so high frequency that I'm jazzed for 3 days just because I ate that apple. And that apple was sitting in a crystal grid. See where I'm going with this? My guides are amazing, because I asked last night, what's the theme for today? And they kept showing me a basket of fruit. And that's never happened before. So I had to laugh. So the selenite is going to take away the low frequency energy from your food and from yourself. You don't have to charge this in the moonlight or the sunlight either. You can actually cleanse other crystals with this. So I could have this touching my wand there, my Vogel. And that can pull the energies off of that Vogel wand, the low frequency energies. It's that good. Yes. So have some with your food. And actually, I think I am going to put that on that apple. You can stay there. All right. Your first card is from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And I'm just going to cover her up a little bit because she's naked. She's naked. You get right off the bat Major Arcana, card number 17. This is the Star card. And the Star card is all about abundance. Abundance. 17, which is the number of the card, adds up to 8. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 is the number of abundance. You've got 8 stars. You've got 2 vessels that she's pouring. One, they're both filled, and one she's pouring into the water and one she's pouring onto the land. But this is all about whatever you were asking about. This is a yes. It's a major yes. It's abundance. It's you have everything you could possibly want and more. Let's see what the Spirit Song Tarot adds to that, and we're just going to carefully cover her up. So we have a messenger. We have a messenger or a message coming in from the Knight of Feathers, also known as the Knight of Air. Or, for some people, they're going to go with the Knight of Swords. Now, look at that face. That is a cunning, okay, don't do it if you're driving. That is a cunning face. That is, a lot of times the Knight of Air is represented by a knight on a horse. And this is the fast moving horse, the fast moving message. In this deck, I keep using the word cunning. This animal is focused and is so ready for action, like ready to pounce, aware of its surroundings, because something's going to happen. And whatever the something's going to happen, whatever that is, it's got to be a really good thing if you got the star. You know what I'm saying? This is all this abundance coming in, but maybe it's coming in through a messenger, or maybe it's coming in fast. This is a general reading, so it can go either way. But there's something coming in. It's big. It's coming in fast, and you're going to love it. All right, so we're going to add to that a card from the Guardian Angel reading deck. I said something's coming in fast. Okay, now you've got this woman dressed up like, kind of like Superwoman. This is the Angel of Power, and it's card number 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. And the star, 1 plus 7 is 8. So here's abundance, and here's abundance. Hello. And, if you look at it, there's an abundance of these little white feathers all over in the background of this card. So there's a lot of abundance coming your way. And I feel like this is saying, you got the power. Look at you. You've got the power. So let's see what the book says about card number 26. It says, you have received this card because your angel of power has seen the hidden strength within you. Have you forgotten the superpowers that were bestowed upon you before you incarnated to this earth? I bet you have. Oh, excuse me. Your soul has made many journeys, and the strength and power that is contained within you is amazing. Your angel of power is by your side to help remind you what a powerful being you truly are. Take some time out to sit quietly and focus on what issue is causing your concern, and then call in your angel of power. Pay attention to any feelings, thoughts, messages, images, or symbols that your angel shares with you at this time, and write down guidance in your spiritual journal. Feel the energy around you shifting and your angel of power's arms wrapping around you. Bask in the knowledge that you are not alone. Your angel is protecting and guiding your every move. He is your own personal superhero, ready to give you the power you need. Acknowledge his presence and thank him for giving you the confidence to believe in your own power. This is something that I want to reiterate, that so many people feel like, one, they're here alone, and two, they don't have any power. Stop giving your power away and realize you are not alone. You have a whole army out there in higher dimensions that have been trying to guide you. And a lot of times, we have free will. We go, no, that's not for me. That's not for me. No, that's not for me. And our guides are doing the facepalm thing, because it's like, oh my God, how many times do we have to go through this? You're so stubborn. Okay, I might be talking about myself, but So know that you have these superpowers. Know that you have all this abundance coming in. Know that there is a messenger coming in very quickly. There's so much abundance coming your way. You get in receive mode. I see this so many times. It's like my guides are just hammering this home. Get in receive mode, because you are very powerful. Maybe you're the messenger. Maybe you're the messenger bringing abundance to everybody. That could be too. Maybe that's your superpower. I'm going to bring abundance everywhere I go. That is stack number 1. I feel like we're going to leave it there. And I'm going to leave the selenite there as well. I'm going to also grab some water. That's another thing too. Crystals with your water, very important. Charge that water up, baby, and then drink lots of it. All right. If you chose stack number 2, my guides want some singing bell. All right. If you chose stack number 2, dun, 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 your stone is amethyst. Amethyst is a master healer. And this would also be good to put with your food, with your water, with you. It's a master healing stone. It's very powerful. This is why, you'll see people with big chunks in their homes, with fireplaces made out of amethyst, with bathtubs made out of amethyst, because whoever has that much money or resources, I should say, and they want to feel good, they're going to surround themselves with amethyst. It is a common stone, which is nice. So everybody can have some. Put it in your pillowcase. Put it on your nightstand. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your car. Put it wherever you spend time. Put it at work if you have a desk. Put it wherever you are so that you can get the most benefit out of its healing properties. So it's a very spiritual stone. It actually resonates with like the third eye and crown chakras. And it helps people not just with their spirituality. It's not just high frequency. It's also good for things like headaches and insomnia. It's good for recovery. It's good for pain and stress and tension and bruising and injuries, respiratory and intestinal issues, like so many things. It's a total magic stone. So wear it, carry it, have it wherever you are. Also, put it with your food. So I'm putting it on that potato. All right. And if you chose stack number 2, your first card is from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And dun dun dun, you get the Tower. This is card number 16, which is really interesting because in stack 1 we had card number 17. Card number 16 is a 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. Now, this card is the Tower coming down. And a lot of people are like, no, there's so many bad things are going to happen in my life. No, that's not how we look at this. Kind of like what's going on in our world geopolitically, financially, in the school systems, in the medical systems, in all these systems. Something has to break down so something better can take its place. Okay? And this is a reminder of that. If you chose stack 2, something is coming down. And you're not supposed to fear it, and you're not supposed to worry about it. Because here's why. If you believe and have faith in your higher self, your guardian angels, God, Creator, Source, Great Spirit, any other higher dimensional beings, higher than you, you should know they have your back. Whatever this is that's going to happen or that's already happening, it's happening for a reason. You might not know what that reason is today. A year from now, you'll look back and go, oh man, that was pure hell. And I don't ever want to go through that again. But look where I am now. I needed to have that happen so that I could realize how powerful I am. So my true friends would really show themselves. So, whatever the reason is. Hindsight's always 20/20. and things look better after time goes by. So don't worry about this and don't fear this, but just know that there's either something falling apart in your life that's supposed to, or it's going to fall away. For me, I've shed a bunch of layers recently, and I kind of feel raw sometimes. And when that happens, you take care of yourself. Do what you have to do. If you need to go for a walk in nature, do that. If you need to take a long hot bath, do that. If you need to just sit on the couch all day and cry, then do that. But then get over it and pick yourself back up. Don't wallow in self-pity for the rest of your life. That's not what this is about. Release what needs to be released, and then prepare for the better thing to come in. Okay? All right, so we're going to add to that a card from the Spirit Song Tarot. And we get the Nine of Feathers. The Nine of Feathers, in this deck, it's represented by a porcupine. Now, in other decks, this would be called the Nine of Swords, and Rosie would freak out. Not more swords. Okay, but in this deck, this is all about being empowered. Me, I'd love to have 9 swords hanging on my wall, because it means I dealt with all that crap, and I would literally hang them on my wall. Yep, dealt with that one. This one represents this. This one represents that. And this one represents et cetera, et cetera. Right? This is this empowerment. Like whatever you're going to go through with this tower, here's your empowerment. This tower is going to make you stronger. And you got to remember, you got porcupine energy here. Nobody wants to mess with a porcupine, because why? That porcupine has been through some stuff, right? The porcupine knows how to use the swords, knows how to use its quills. All it has to do is back into a corner. Nobody's going to mess with it, because nobody wants to get stuck by all those quills or swords. So whatever you're going through or going to go through, let it happen, because you're the porcupine. And you're going to be fine, and you're going to be stronger than ever on the other side of it. Okay? It's a really good combination. If I were going to get the tower, I wouldn't want any other card besides this porcupine. So then we're going to add to that card number 33 from the Guardian Angel reading deck. 33 is a master number. It means ascended masters are with us. And a lot of times I talk about ascended masters and people ask me, what's an ascended master? Like Jesus, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, Kuan Yin. Those are ascended masters. So this is the angel of tranquility. We've got the tower, we've got the porcupine, and now we've got the angel of tranquility. And I feel like that's on the other end, the other side of this tower. We have a tower, which is just a moment in time. We become empowered. And now the angel of tranquility says they want to reassure you that you are on the right path. The world has become a very fast-paced and stressful place. Living the simple life seems to have become a thing of the past. Your angel of tranquility wants you to know that she is with you at this time to help you get back to the simple things in life. She wants to help you discover that no matter how busy, stressed, or worried you are, there is a way to get the tranquility and peace back in your life. So this angel is reminding you that even though this stuff is going on in your life with this tower, you can have peace. You need balance, you need peace, you need harmony, you need love, you need support. Now, it could be, too, that somebody else is going through all this, and you are going to be the tranquility, peace, and harmony and support. So that can go either way. So whatever you have to do to invoke this tranquility and peace, that's what you need to do. We're all living lives that we signed up for. And I know that's hard for some people to hear sometimes. But we signed up for this stuff. We wanted to learn certain lessons. We wanted to help the world ascend in certain ways. And yeah, sometimes it's hard. And I talk to my spirit guides all the time, and I ask for help. And I say, You know how hard it is to be down here. Send me somebody, send me some help. And then usually within about 2 days, somebody shows up and I just kind of look at them and it's like, oh my gosh, you're the one they sent. Okay, all right, I got to listen to what you have to say. So know that even though somebody is going through this tower, they're going to be empowered on the other side, and there needs to be some balance and tranquility and some harmony. While you're going through it, it'll make it easier. It will, I promise. It makes it easier when you have some tranquility and balance in your life. You can go through some stuff, but you're not going through it alone. That's the point. None of us goes through this stuff alone unless we make ourselves go through it alone. Excuse me. All right. That was stack number 2. We're going to head into stack number 3 after we do some golden singing bell. I can't wait to eat this food because it's going to be so charged up with the singing bell and all the crystals. It's going to be amazing. And somebody out there, I just heard in my head, well, how are you going to eat that? I'm a juicer. So the ginger, the orange, the lime, the apple, the grapefruit, and the carrot can all go in the juicer. The potato won't. That'll probably go in some soup. All right. If you chose stack number 3, dun dun dun, you get sparkle quartz. Sparkle. My guide said clear quartz. And I went over to the clear quartz and I was looking at it and it's like, yeah. And they said, okay, sparkle. Because look at how fabulous it is. I love sparkle quartz. You can't look at sparkle quartz and be sad. You just can't. Fairies love it. There's a bunch of rainbows in here and I'm trying to capture them. I can see them off the camera, but I can't see them in the camera. Just know that they're there. So this is another master healer, just like that amethyst right there on the potato. And the job of the quartz family is, again, third eye, crown chakra. Come on, focus. Focus. Thank you. It's having a hard time. There we go. I'll stay right there. It's third eye and crown chakra. It's amplifying energy. It's bringing in high frequency energy. It's transforming energy, low to high. It's bringing in harmony, kind of like what I was just talking about in stack number 2. So it works at a very deep level. If you're doing a healing on somebody or on yourself or on your food, anything from the quartz family is really good. And that includes citrine, rose quartz, amethyst, sparkle quartz, clear quartz, smoky quartz, etc., etc. These are really good there's a rainbow. Oh, I lost it. It's really good for bringing in that high frequency energy. So a really good crystal to have with your food. It kind of looks like this clear quartz here, or that one there. All right, if you chose stack number 3, your first card from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, more swords. It's the Day of Swords. This is the 7 of Swords. Now, I got to point out that in this deck, dude is smiling. Look at him. He's like, I got 2 more swords. Yes, I'm the sword collector. It's totally what he's thinking. I'm collecting swords. A lot of times in other decks, this is the thief, right? But I don't get that today with this card from this deck. He's not the thief. He's a collector. And he's going around and he's collecting these swords to hang up on the wall. I talked about this one other time. It's like it's like me going to the Renaissance Festival. Ooh, look, a sword. But this is collecting them all. Not like I'm collecting fears and worries, but I'm dealing with them. I'm recognizing them. I'm acknowledging them. And I got this. It's like, oh, I recognize that fear. I don't need that fear. I'm going to put its symbol up on the wall so I don't have to deal with it anymore. That's totally what I'm getting from this. And the fact that the sky behind is golden and the ground is golden and the fields back here are golden. I mean, it's a happy card. It's the weirdest thing because it's supposed to be a thief, but this isn't the thief. This is the one that's going, I recognize all my fears and worries, and I dealt with them and I'm putting them away. I'm collecting them. They're going to go over there in the corner. They're going to go wherever. And that way I can look at it and go, yep, that's my fear. That was my fear. I don't need it anymore. I stuffed it all into that sword and now it's going to sit over there. Or maybe I'm going to sell it to somebody. I don't know. But it's not inside me anymore. Okay? And this is all solar plexus. Solar plexus, that's where, that's our energy center. Our self-worth and self-esteem. But he's saying, I got this, man. Look I got all these swords. I'm happy. So we're going to add to that a card from the Spirit Song Tarot. And we have the Queen of Acorns, which is also known as the Queen of Fire or the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Fire. She's seen some stuff, let me tell you. And she has so much passion for what she's doing. Now, adding to the Seven of Swords, this passion of, yeah, I got this. I am healing myself, baby. I am looking at myself and I am healing myself and I've got this. For somebody out there, there's somebody that it's like they've been on hold for a while. They've been in a holding pattern in their life or emotionally or something. And all of a sudden, this is going to trigger you and you're going to be like, yep, I'm awake now. I am enthusiastic about moving forward because I'm not carrying these swords anymore. I'm collecting them and I'm going to put them over there. But I'm not going to carry all these fears and worries anymore. I'm done. I'm done. And I'm the queen, baby. I am the queen. And I'm going to, maybe you're going to use all your swords to help other people. Maybe you're going to use all your swords to cut cords for other people. That'd be cool. But there's something about you dealing with your dark side and coming out the other side and being the queen. Now, this doesn't mean, that you have to be a woman. The queen is a title. It means you've made it. You're that high up on the status scale. But you've dealt with everything and now you're passionate and you can go help others. And the queen watches out for her people. So maybe, like I said, maybe you're going to use all those swords to cut other people's cords for them, to help them out. We're going to add to that a card from the Guardian Angel reading deck, and we get the Angel of Grounding. Angel of Grounding, card number 14. And card number 14, which is a 5, and that's all about change, says your Angel of Grounding has noticed that you're having difficulties with being grounded right now, which, that's for a lot of us because the Schumann resonance, the frequency of the earth is just, we're in a blackout state right now, which means it's really high. And there's been a lot of people that are arguing. I've had a lot of people come into my shop and say, yeah, my work environment is awful right now. People are arguing. There's a lot of tension in the air, et cetera, et cetera. So, that's a really good time to be grounded. So when you're not grounded, you become disconnected from yourself and from the people around you. And you also you become ungrounded to the earth too. You can become forgetful, disoriented, lack concentration, feel out of balance, start things and not finish them. That's my life. Or lose focus in your life. You might live in your head too much. You also might participate in drama. this is a sign that you need to call in your angel of grounding. So one of the things that you can do for grounding is eat grounding foods like potatoes, carrots. Those are very grounding foods. If you're a meat eater, the bigger animals like beef, like bison, those are very grounding meats. Things that grow under the ground, peanuts, are grounding, as opposed to almonds that grow up on a tree. Going outside and standing barefoot in the grass, or sitting barefoot in the grass, or holding a tree. These are very grounding things. Wood can be grounding. I'm standing on a 132-year-old floor right now, barefoot, because that grounds me and it helps me feel connected to the earth. Even though I know that I'm not standing on Mother Earth, but there's not much between me and Mother Earth. There's no basement underneath where I'm standing. It's just floor. So, going to a garden, going to a park, even walking your dog is very grounding. Whatever you're doing, do it with intention. Set the intention that, okay, I'm going to go for a walk today and it's going to ground me. I'm going to go sit outside in the grass today and it's going to ground me. I'm going to work with grounding crystals, of which I don't have any right here. Grounding crystals are going to be the black ones, the brown ones, the dark red ones, the tiger's eye, the jaspers, the tourmaline, obsidian, jet, Apache tears, shungite. These are all very grounding stones. Okay? The darker the stone, the more grounding. So carrying one of those on your person is a really good thing. All right? So you want to be grounded because you're dealing with all your fears and worries. You're going to become the queen. You're going to help other people. Just be grounded while you're doing it. How cool is that? That's really cool. Be the queen. Help the people. Help your community. Help your family. Help your friends. All the ones that haven't fallen away from you yet, because that's been happening a lot lately. And that's okay. Where we're going in the future, maybe we need different friends and family. We are in a time of transition. And the best thing you can do is just maintain yourself. Because when you're okay, then you give off the energy of being okay, and the people around you can be okay as well. They'll go, hey, what are you doing? And you can say, hey, I'm eating potatoes and carrots, and I'm playing with this kind of crystal, and I'm going for walks. And they'll say, I should try that. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I love you guys. You're the reason I do this. And I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things. Remember, protect yourselves and love yourselves. I love you. Have a blessed day, my beautiful soul family. Namaste.